Today on Pigskin Blast, we're taking a look at the top 10 NFL touchdown celebrations that are banned for life. Here we go. At number 10, Johnny Morton does the worm. It's hard to not love what Morton does here. He stops short inside the end zone and effortlessly wiggles his way onto the ground. With football pads, that can't be easy. But Morton pulls it off so smoothly without wasting too much of everyone's time. Great execution from him, and a great idea. At number 9, Lance Moore does the Hangle McCringleberry. Comedy Central's Key and Peele parodies the NFL from time to time, including once when it mocked the league's celebration policies with the fictional character Hangle McCringleberry. McCringleberry continually gets flagged for his 3-pump hip thrust celebration, including one where the third pump is far later than the first two. So naturally, New Orleans Saints wide receiver Lance Moore gave it a try, looking side to side before his third pump. Just like in the video, Moore was flagged for unsportsmanlike conduct. I guess it was worth the try because the end result was hilarious. At number 8, Antonio Brown flies into the goalpost. Antonio Brown has had his fair share of great celebrations, whether he's booming, aka twerking, or doing a front flip into the end zone. But if one were to pick one Antonio Brown celebration, perhaps it was him hugging the goalpost after a punt return touchdown that takes the cake. The sheer momentum he had as he hugged the goalpost was enough to possibly hurt a normal man, but he got right back up to continue dancing. He gets an added bonus for scaring the security guard in the process. Brown, of course, was flagged and fined $11,000 for the celebration. At number 7, Doug Baldwin poops out a football. The football was not the only thing that the Seattle Seahawks pooped away in that game. Still, pulling off the celebration in the middle of the Super Bowl takes some guts, so we'll give him credit for that. This took some creativity and some quick thinking, and he executed relatively subtle compared to how he could have done it. Baldwin was fined $11,000 for the celebration, and I'm sure he would have liked to have that Super Bowl back. At number 6, Steve Smith rows the boat. Steve Smith, much like Antonio Brown, has had his fair share of memorable celebrations. He pretended he changed the football's diaper once and imitated a Buccaneer sword fight another time. But perhaps his best one was when he pretended he was rowing a boat. After scoring a touchdown against the Minnesota Vikings, Smith jumped into the end zone and paddled his way forward. The celebration was timely too, as it came directly after the Minnesota Vikings' famous Love Boat scandal, drawing an uproar from the Vikings crowd. Smith was creative and a little mean, which scores him plenty of points in this ranking. At number 5, Chad Johnson uses the pylon as a putter. The video above selects Chad Johnson's river dance as his best celebration of all time. He also once put a Hall of Fame jacket on mid-game and revived the football with CPR. But among all of his celebrations, Ocho Cinco's best celebration was probably his putt. Johnson was as creative as they came and tried to use everything around him at his disposal. At number 4, Terrell Owens eats some popcorn. Terrell Owens has had some incredible lasting celebrations in his time in the NFL. He danced with the cheerleaders, signed a football and gave it to a fan mid-game, and even ran 50 yards to celebrate in the middle of the Dallas Cowboys star. The one he might be remembered most for, however, became sort of a Terrell Owens catchphrase: "Get your popcorn ready." Owens ran over to the crowd after scoring a touchdown, taking a fan's popcorn and dumping it all over his face. Hopefully he had a chance to eat some of that. At number 3, Joe Horn makes a phone call. After the NFL outlawed having props on your body due to Terrell Owens' Sharpie stunt, Joe Horn found a way around it. The former Saints wide receiver hid a phone under the padding on the goalpost, picking it up and making a call after he scored a touchdown. Considering Horn scored a touchdown on the right side of the field to make the call, this was a widely impressive celebration. He was still flagged, however, and later fined $30,000. At number 2, Ezekiel Elliott jumps into the Salvation Army bucket. Ezekiel Elliott was turning heads even before he entered the league when he wore a crop top shirt to the draft. He made his biggest splash, however, when he landed in the Salvation Army bucket. Elliott ran over to the bucket after the touchdown and jumped in, where he pretended to hide before coming out and celebrating with his teammates. While it was not the first time this celebration had been done, Elliott did a great job of pulling it off and even donated $21,000 to the charity later on. At the top spot on our list, Randy Moss moons everyone. No one hated this celebration more than Joe Buck did, and that's part of what made it great. Buck called Randy Moss's celebration a disgusting act before apologizing for having it on the air on Fox. Joe Buck's reaction to the Moss moon helps elevate it higher up on the list. But actually, Moss's celebration was great and hilarious. He faked a moon towards the Green Bay Packers crowd in the middle of a rivalry game after scoring a touchdown, and was of course fined $10,000 for the act. In a career of wild moments, this was probably Moss's best, and it tops this list of the greatest NFL celebrations of all time. Well guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Pigskin Blast, and hit that notification bell so that you never miss a video. See you all next time.